It's story time here on the channel. Yes, it's another wonderful story told by me, based on a true story. But let's get this idea out of the way, because I remember a video a couple years ago. There was an incident down the street based on a fake security. Yeah, let's talk about somebody that wants to be a fake security. Okay, like I said, a couple years ago, I did make a video walking down at night. There was some activity over down at the college, and it ended up being some people pretending to be security, and they were going to call the cops on me for trespassing and all that stuff. Well, at the time, there was no security there because the college has closed up. I dealt with that security multiple times, and I give them the bigger you-know-what on that idea when they try to stop me outside the jurisdiction. But they threatened to call the cops. I said, I'll stand right here. I'll bring up my video camera so I get it all recorded. All of a sudden, they took off like a bunch of scared people. I thought so. You guys are fake. Yeah, they were fake. And that. Okay, right now let's get to the story. Okay, I'm not going to mention no names, and I think a couple of my local subscribers may have seen this guy before, so we ask them, don't bring up any names. Just leave it in the comments down below if it sounds familiar to you. A simple yes or no for our local subscribers. Or maybe somebody that's outside in your area pretending to be security and other stuff. All right, we had this one kid, or guy. Unfortunately, he passed away. That's why I'm not going to bring up his name. It is a guy. And he was a self-appointed security officer for many locations. Yeah. Some places didn't have security. I heard he played security up here at one time. He got chased off the property. I think he got trespassed on the property. I think many years ago he was security. He applied to play security at other apartments, housings, even private homes. He was pretending to be a security and all that stuff. Even at local stores, pretend to be a security officer and all that stuff. It got him in hot water. Got himself banned in places. And probably got himself in some legal problems, but I don't know what kind of legal problems he has. I don't really care about the legal problems. Just that he was a problematic guy, basically. Just wanted something to keep himself entertained, I guess. Just pretending to, and that's not the worst of it. He also was, at one time, I seen it happen myself on the city buses. He was a self-appointed bus monitor for the city bus system. Oh, yeah, that was fun to hear. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, he even got kicked off of the city buses and that, and he started doing, he posted something about lawn care services. He does lawn care services, and I guess they require a deposit of some kind and never done the work. Of course, the guy was, kind of way out of shape for all that stuff. But the worst of worst, I've seen it happen myself again, where he became a self-appointed bar monitor for the local law enforcement to check IDs. I heard that story many times. It is a bar legend story around here. I heard it was true. I heard it was a fantasy. But whatever it was, they put an end to it right away. Because what he's doing was, he doesn't realize is because of his mental state he was in. They try to tell him whatever he was trying to do was going to get him in legal hot water. And they just tell him, they try to get his parents to stop doing what he was doing, but the parents didn't care what he did because they said it was his life and all that stuff. Unfortunately, because he got overweight, yeah, Chuck, started losing that weight. He got out of shape, got breathing problems, and unfortunately he ended up passing away on some health issues and that. But But otherwise, just a quick story. It was this guy pretending to be a security officer. Oh, that was fun times around town. A self-appointed bus monitor, that was even more fun there. And what's even more fun, when he became a self-appointed bar ID checker or something like that. That was, I do hear that stories once in a while now, but once in a while it does come up and we all say, yeah, we remember him. Yeah, we remember him. Comes into the bar, wanted to check IDs and all that stuff. The guy can't even read. And that, so. And he just looks at us, yeah, it looks good to me. You're good. And that, but he got kicked out of many places for doing stuff like that. And offering fake services, you know, I don't know if he rendered those services or not, but he offered lawn care, snow shoveling services. If he did, he probably took a deposit and never done the service or something like that. So I don't know if he ran that as a scam or not. I have no idea. I have no clue on it. I never called that number because I thought it was suspicious anyway. So the service was just too basic, too simple, and it doesn't give the full details. And that usually most services will offer the T-shirts to their workers, and some of them will go into full details what they do. So you catch them at lunch, you just ask questions, and boom, you got all your information off of their shirt or when you actually talk to them and that. So, all right, like I said, it was a short video today. I thought I was going to tell you that we had a guy in town. Unfortunately, he passed away. But I just had to say this, just to kind of remind me of the fake security we had to deal a couple years ago. And a couple of legit security where I kind of swept underneath the rug and say, get out of here, you have no jurisdiction right here. And remember, I talked about that in my live streams and that. So I thought I'd better tell you this little story about this one guy. Did all that. Yes, he was a thorn to a lot of people, but sometimes we took it in good nature, and sometimes he got in trouble too, big time. So I don't know on that part, and I don't really care about that part. But I just tell you a little story on that. It could happen anywhere at any time where someone pretended to be a fake security officer. Just be aware of it. That's all. And always, if they threaten to call the police, just tell them, please do so and whip out that camera. I'll guarantee you they take off like a jackrabbit if they're fake. Because if they're caught they're fake, they'll be in trouble. All right, we're out of here. Just a little tip. Don't plan to be fake security and that. So, yeah, it's bad enough to run the camera out there. Yeah, security camera, Chuck. All right, please like, share, subscribe, don't forget to subscribe on the notification bell, and maybe we'll do another story time soon. All right, we'll see you later.